All right. All right, cool. We are live. Let me bump this up a little bit. Y'all on YouTube and my website, sorry about this glare in the background. It's the sun. If I was a little taller, it wouldn't be there, but you know, I'm tiny. So so I'm gonna go ahead and get Facebook, try to get Facebook and Instagram going. Actually, let me put this on the website first, and then try to get Instagram and Facebook going. And then, did I copy it? And then we'll get started. All right. What's up, guys? Who is this? I think that's Instagram. Oh no, that's Facebook. Hey, Facebook. I'm just getting everything set up right now. So right now will be a good time for you to grab pen and paper if you want to. And yeah. And then we're going to get started here in just a little bit. So if you're watching this video on YouTube after the fact, then hey. If you're watching this video after the fact, I'll try to timestamp on YouTube to try to make sure you can skip past this whole waiting process. So this live is for angel number 111. And cool. I don't know why I was thinking things were going to be like echoey, but it's not. So I'm happy. Yay. Yeah, my niece is silly. She's over here dancing. All right, so we'll get started here right at the 3-minute mark. So we'll give it a couple more seconds. Hey. So if you missed out, I'm on my website, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you want pen and paper, feel free to grab it. So today we're going to be talking about angel number 111. And before we dive into the number itself, when you see angel numbers, it's really just your angels or your spirit team trying to communicate with you. And so sometimes they'll communicate with us through music, through people, of course, but through numbers. Okay, so if you've been seeing 111, this number is about individuality. So the number 1 in itself represents individuality, self-discovery, and really finding your independence and who you are in this life. It also is a number of creation and of newness. So some might say that it's a number of new opportunities that are coming or that you need to keep your eye out on. So when you see 111, it's the number 1 magnified by 2 more. Okay, so it is, and angel numbers in general are spiritual awakening. Hey, they represent a spiritual awakening. So when you see 111, it's super important for you to be mindful of what you're doing and be intentional in the way that you move, because it's also a number of manifestations. So when you're manifesting, you don't want to think about things that you don't desire. You want to try to stay as high vibrational as possible. and really begin to walk in your purpose. Let's see. I like to associate, hold on, y'all. The number 111. It's like the way that I process it in my mind, it's like the universe taking a screenshot of your thoughts. And most of us know that our thoughts are what create our reality. So, sorry, y'all, I got messages coming in and stuff. But our thoughts create our reality. And so when you see the number 111, you want to be mindful. It's a call for you to be mindful and to remember your mission, your purpose, and what you're trying to manifest. Okay. So what I always, or when I first started seeing these numbers, I wasn't very present minded. I live in my head a lot. I think a lot. I have a very active brain. So, so when I first started seeing repeating numbers, I kind of ignored, I don't want to say that I ignored them. I saw them, but I didn't pay attention to them until, later in life or whatever. And then when I did start paying attention to them, I was like, when I saw 111 and I thought back to what I was just thinking about, I'm like, oh shit, it just took a screenshot of me thinking negative. So, but it's important to know that your positive thoughts and actions are far more powerful than the negative thoughts. Okay. So don't think just because you thought this one negative thought is going to mess up your whole, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. It doesn't work that way. Whatever you, focus on the most is what's going to be manifested in your reality. Okay. So, let's see. I have some notes just so I can stay on track because I like to talk. And I'll be rambling sometimes, but so let's see, where are we? Okay, yeah. So how to manifest. When you're working towards manifesting, it's important to see it, feel it, speak it, and write it. And of course, believe it. Because if you don't believe it, then it's never going to manifest. But when you see it, speak it, write it, feel it, it's subconsciously sending out energy to the universe, to the Most High, to help to bring that energy in even more into your reality. Okay. So visualization is really important when you're trying to manifest, feeling in your body what it feels like to have whatever it is that you desire, feeling that feeling, that joyful feeling, that excited feeling, being excited about it before it manifests basically is going to be really important to help it to come in. Speaking it, we talked about this before. Our tongues are the most powerful thing that we possess as far as manifestation goes. So making sure that you are vocalizing and verbalizing. Let me just stick with vocalizing. Vocalizing what it is that you want to see, what it is that you're trying to manifest into your reality. Let in your spirit team, the universe, God, the divine, whatever it is that you pray to, know what it is that you want, exactly how you want it, visualizing it exactly how you want it, and really setting no limits on I should say this, not allowing fear-based thoughts or, past situations to limit what you're trying to manifest. Really just going all in, and then offering a space for that, that manifestation to come in the way that it should. Okay. And then you want to write it down. When you write things down, it just kind of solidifies things. Okay. So see it, feel it, speak it, write it, and of course believe it. And that's going to help you to manifest, because 111 is a very powerful number when it comes to manifestations. Hey. Let's see. So some people you'll hear them say, to try to recall whatever it is that you're thinking about when you see 111. And for me, like I told y'all, I have a very active mind. I think a lot. And so it was really hard for me to try to recall what I thought about when I saw the number. But try it out and see how it goes for yourself. But sometimes when you can recall what you were thinking about, it can be like a little tiny message that's saying like, or an idea that's saying like, oh, here's this idea. It's a new opportunity for you to create something new. It can also be a number of warnings. So if you're around certain people and you see the number 111, or if it's like somebody that you hang out with often, and every time you're with this person, you see the number 111, it can be a warning sign to let you know that, maybe this person is not supposed to be a part of your journey at this time. So, like Nip said, everybody can't go. So, at certain times in our lives, we end up not being a vibrational match for certain people. We all have our own spiritual journeys, and sometimes we have to take a step back from certain situations and relationships and people and things like that. So, so pay attention to where you are, who you're with when you're seeing 111. And that's just a part of that mindfulness that the number calls you to be in. You need to be in the energy of mindfulness, paying attention, and making sure that all the moves that you make, making sure that your actions are in alignment with what you want to manifest, and that includes the people and places that you are around. Okay. All right. So if you keep seeing 111, like let's just say we started seeing 111 a month ago, and you keep seeing 111 over and over and over and over again, it's really your spirit team, the divine, whatever you want to call it. It's them really urging you to be in an energy and a space of being present minded, being in the moment, being mindful, being more intentional about what you're doing. Because this isn't a number. I don't want to say that you won't see it as you progress through your spiritual journey, because you will. But if you keep seeing it really at any point in your spiritual journey, it's because you've kind of lost sight of your mission, of your purpose, of your goal. So it's going to be important for you, if you keep seeing this number at any point, it's important for you to bring your focus back to your divine purpose. Okay. 111 also represents new opportunities. I think I talked about that. So just be on the lookout for new energy, new opportunities to come in. So what you can expect when you see 111. So this number is going to call you to begin to heal. So past wounds, things that you've been through in the past that have wounded you in some kind of way, that have caused, I don't want to say negative energy to build up, but just things that have happened in the past. We all go through stuff in this life. And so when you start seeing 111, because it is a spiritual awakening, a number of spiritual awakening on your path, I personally believe that we each are sent here with a divine purpose and a divine mission. And so in order to step into this purpose and this mission, you can't go into it with a bunch of baggage. Okay. So when you see this number, it's really calling you to heal. So you might be triggered by certain things. You might, and I don't want to say triggered in a negative way, but triggered in a way where it's a situation that upsets you, where usually you would, snap at somebody. because you are on your spiritual awakening path or being more mindful and present minded, it's going to call you to really ground yourself, root yourself in light and love. And that is your highest energy, I should say. So it's going to call you to just be a reflection of your highest self and your most divine self. Okay. So when you're healing, like I said, there might be triggers, but working through those triggers and really taking a moment to just be with yourself when you are triggered and say, okay, this is happening. I'm triggered. I'm upset. I'm frustrated, whatever it is, and really working through that energy so that it can be healed and not just reverting to old patterns that you might have had in the past. Okay. So healing is going to happen. It's also going to call you to be in a space of allowance, of a space of having unwavering faith. Because when you're manifesting, which is what 111 represents, things might not happen when you think that they should happen. Things might not happen the way that you think they should happen. So hold on, y'all. My lips is crusty. So while you're on this journey, it's going to call you to, it's like your angel's way of saying, hey, everything is happening in divine timing, in divine order, and it's happening the way that it needs to happen. So, so really it's going to call you to, how do I want to say this? It's going to call you to really be in a space of allowance, allowing the divine to take over. Because when you're manifesting things, you want to stay in that knowing that whatever it is that I desire is coming to me. It's really anchoring in your inner knowing that the divine is taking care of everything. When you're manifesting, you set the intention. Yes, you visualize, you see it, you write it, but it is the divine's job. I want to say it's their place to come in and bring things in. So, when you're in a space of allowance, you are basically taking yourself out of the equation after you've set the intention for it, removing yourself from the situation and having faith in knowing that it's coming in exactly how and when it's supposed to come in. Okay, so when you see 111, you can also expect to have to be in a space of releasing fear. And I think I talked about that already, but just really working your faith. And I think for me personally, I felt like, okay, I'm seeing this number. I'm working towards all these things. I've set my intention. And I think I expected for things to happen, not fast, but to happen when I wanted it to. And when it didn't, it put me in a space of fear. And me being, I don't want to say I'm controlling, but there are certain aspects of my personality that can be controlling. And so when these things didn't happen the way and the how that I thought that they should, it put me in a fear-based energy, which kind of just slowed down my manifestation. So you want to make sure that you're being open to receive the blessings that are coming in, knowing that they're coming, because whatever it is that you desire, it's already yours. As far as like the universe and God is speaking, it's already yours. And the only thing that's keeping us from the things that we deserve is our ego, basically. And our ego is everything that is fearful, everything that is negative, basically. So really just releasing all the fears, releasing the doubts, the worries, the stress, and really moving into an energy and a space of knowing that what you deserve is coming to you in divine timing and in divine order. Okay, so 111, it's also going to call you to be joyful. As a reminder, as you go along your spiritual awakening path, your spiritual journey, whatever you want to call it, when you see the number, like once you've anchored in this whole mindfulness that's going to occur, as you see it, you're going to say, okay, let me be, it's like a pick me up. It's like the angels saying, hey, we're working on manifesting this. Let's be joyful. Let's be happy, and let's move in the energy of knowing that I have everything that I need, everything that I desire, and that's going to create more abundance in your life. Okay. Also, when you see this number, it's important to be grateful, show gratitude. Usually when I see 111 now, I just kind of take a moment and pray and just say thank you to all that is divine, to my angels, my spirit team for watching over me and my family and friends. Thank you for keeping a roof over our heads. Thank you for my car and keeping it in good working order. Thank you for, I just be thanking for everything, y'all. I be showing as much gratitude as I can, because I've been in situations where I lacked. And so I know what it's like to not have. And I'm so grateful to move into a space of where I have everything that I desire. And that's not even to say like life is just all unicorns and rainbows and glitter farts all the time. It's not. I go through things. I have things that I desire that I don't have. But I know that things could be far, far. Hey. I know that things could be far worse than they are. So I always try to show gratitude for everything, even experiences that are not desirable. I show gratitude because they help to build me into the woman that I am today, and I'm kind of awesome. So, and I say that humbly. I'm just grateful for where I am in my life. So, yeah. So let me give y'all like a list if you're writing it down, because I know I'd be rambling sometimes. So I'm gonna just give y'all a defined numbered list, so that you guys can look at that and know what to expect, what to do when you're in certain situations. Okay, so when you see 111, it's your spirit team number one. Well, yeah. Okay, so it's your spirit team trying to communicate with you. Number one, it's a spiritual awakening. Number two, it's a number of manifestation. Let me slow down, sorry, so y'all can write it down. Number three, it's possibly a warning. Number four, it is a number of focus. And that's like mindfulness and being intentional. Number five, it's a number of new opportunities or new energy coming in. And number six, it's a reminder to be joyful and to show gratitude. Awesome. So that's all I have. That's kind of my what my experience has taught me that 111 is. Y'all, of course, I encourage you all to do your research, just so that you can gain your own understanding and practice. Y'all can't see her over here on, what is this, Instagram? Y'all can't see my niece walking in the background, but she's back there like slow walking, drinking out of a bottle, about to get in trouble, basically. Anyway. What was I saying? See, you done got me all off track. I think that was it, y'all. Are there any questions? Does anybody have questions? Things, it doesn't have to be about 111, but It doesn't have to be about 111, but if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Kids, man, they be doing the most, but it's all good. We let them do what they do. Don't push it though. Mm-mm. Hush. Oh, you know what? Thank you so much for reminding me because I almost forgot. So I'll be out of town next weekend because I was going to do another live. Or I guess I'll just do this series of the angel numbers live. Nice. Perfect. That's weird. Facebook is weird, y'all. But so for 222 next week, it'll be next week. I was gonna do a live, but I'll be out of town. I might do a live, but if I do it, it'll probably have to be like super early. What's next week's? What is that? The 16th, I think. Yeah. So for y'all on YouTube, if you see this later, don't worry about dates and stuff like that. Just watch it when you watch it, and hopefully it'll resonate when you're watching it. But yeah, so for 222, we'll be doing it next week. If I don't get to do a live, then I'll just do a pre-recorded video and post it on YouTube. I'll make sure that there's a link in my make sure that there's a link for y'all to check out on YouTube. Make sure the link's in my Instagram and Facebook profiles. Okay. So, but like I said, I might do a live for that too, but it'll be super early because I know that day is gonna be kind of hectic. So yeah, but yeah, if there are no questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here so I can go enjoy the sunshine. Hey Wayne. Enjoy the sunshine because it's like it's been snowing and yeah, I most definitely will. Brooklyn. Yeah. Hold on a minute. This is not your YouTube channel though. Yeah, I'll be messing with my niece. She probably like, ugh. But anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Stop doing that. See, we get me all off track. But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted on the 222 video. For now, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna post a pre-recorded thing, and then I'll leave the link in my bio on Instagram and Facebook. But you follow me on YouTube, so you'll see it. Yeah, so that's all I got, y'all. Hey, cousin. Yeah, I be trying to be so patient with children. I don't know how I worked with them in the past, but you know. Anyway, I think that's all I got, y'all. I mean, that is all that I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and in the live, make sure if you haven't followed me on what is it, YouTube, check me out. And yeah, I look forward to speaking to y'all next weekend. Okay, so I'm just ending all the lives that are going on. So it's going to be silent for